Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And I've been away on holiday for the past week, and Games Workshop in their infinite wisdom saw fit to release an article previewing a new codex release and a new miniature reveal for my favourite faction. I think my favourite faction in the whole of 40k, but certainly my favourite Space Marine chapter. Namely the Black Templars. Now, you may be able to guess that I'm a bit of a Imperial Fist fanboy because I did call my channel Dawn of War for a couple of reasons, really. One, because everyone's familiar with the phrase Dawn of War, but two, I love Imperial Fists, and they're one of my favourite legions and favourite chapters. And of course, Dawn, one of the best Primarchs, the Primarch who held the line, who saved Terra at the Siege of Terra and fought off the legions of chaos hordes that Horus descended upon the Imperial Palace. So Dawn's an absolute hero. The Imperial Fists are probably the most stalwart and stoic and organised of all the legions. I don't know whether I'd say they're the most heroic legion or chapter, but they're up there, and have many of the qualities. As I say, they don't break. They fight till the bitter end, and they're a great legion and chapter. And of course, they've spawned some of the best successor chapters in 40k. The Crimson Fists, of course, who are a fantastic chapter. I think they might have even been the first Space Marine chapter ever documented, because they were on the cover of Rogue Trader all those years ago. And before the story was fleshed out and we knew about the original 18 legions and and all the successor chapters, etc. Before that was all fleshed out, I think the first Space Marine artwork proper was of Crimson Fists, and they're a brilliant chapter, heroic chapter. They have some great books, like Rin's World is a great book, and they're great, but not quite as great, in my opinion, as the Black Templars. Now, why are the Black Templars so great? Well, firstly, they were started really by probably the greatest Space Marine that's ever lived, which is Sigismund, who's certainly the greatest swordsman, I would say. He defeated every sort of major rival that he had. He would, on the battlefield, he would always find the champion of the opposition and single them out and dispatch them on the battlefield. So and he only fell many years later to Abaddon, who was sort of infused with some chaos powers and some advantages. And when Sigismund was a very old Space Marine by that point as well, and he still gave him a good fight. So Sigismund, absolute hero. And the Black Templars are the most furious, the most ferocious, I would say, of all of the Imperial Fists. They're the ones who are the most zealous, they're just crazy, basically. I know they kind of get a bit of a bad rap, because some people, perhaps some Black Templar players maybe take it a bit more on face value, like they actually like how insane the Black Templars are. I like it because it's like a caricature in a way. It's like 40k is an extreme setting of ludicrous events, and what is more ludicrous than the Black Templars? I mean, they will do absolutely anything in the service of the Emperor, and in rooting out heresy and killing the witch and the Xenos. So they're just kind of pretty full on, really, the Black Templars. So which is why I love them so much. And they have fantastic iconography and banners and great models, and particularly with the range refresh that came out a couple of years ago now, where all the main characters were, and they don't have many, but all the main characters such as Helbrecht and Grimaldus and the Emperor's Champion, they were all given new models. as well as the Sword Brothers and a few other like Crusader squads. So it was a great, really great refresh. Small but brilliant refresh, and there's more on the way now, because if you look at this, and we can read it through together, this article that dropped a couple of, well, when would it have dropped? I think it was on Monday, and I'm now recording this on Saturday night, so I'm aware that I'm a bit late to the party, but this is the first chance I've had to comment on this, as I say. So let's just get it on the screen. Carry the honour of the Black Templars with a new Crusade Ancient and Codex supplement. Crusade Ancient. And anybody who has been following Chapter Master Valrak's channel for the last few years will know that when he leaked the fact that there was going to be a Black Templar refresh a couple of years ago, he told everybody what was coming, and he also said that there would be a Black Templar Ancient, and that was because he'd seen a picture of an army that was in the Codex, but it contained a custom miniature, a custom Ancient, and I've actually seen this miniature up close because it's in the cabinets at Warhammer World in Nottingham, but he mistook that as being a new model. He didn't know any better, but it was actually just a custom job, a kit bash. So for the last 2 years he's been getting shit on his channel saying, you lied to us about the Black Templar Ancient. Well, guess what, there's an Ancient on the horizon now, so vindication for Chapter Master Valrak. But we'll get on to that now, or in a minute. Look outside the Fortress Monastery window. What do you see? If you answered a galaxy rife with mutants, heretics and Xenos, you're dead right. And it's high time someone got back in the crusading seat and set off with a fleet of freshly updated Black Templars. And this is all because the Black Templars are, by and large, always out on crusade, and they're a fleet-based chapter mainly. So they traverse the galaxies, in spaceships and hunting down and rooting out heresy and Xenos and witches. First, you'll need a new codex supplement packed with all the background lore, miniature galleries and game rules you know and love. Initiate, if you will. Now, this codex, which is a codex supplement, of course, is the cover of it is weird, I have to say, because I'm not really sure what this figure is here. Is he a Sword Brethren? Is he one of the... I mean, what is he? Is he the Emperor's Champion? It's very difficult to really understand what this guy is. And his head seems extremely small. But he's really, really leaning into the whole Knights Templar motifs here with the tabard and, all the accoutrements here and the sacred relics. Which I love all that sort of stuff about the Black Templars, but not the best artwork. And then this guy just is sort of transposed in the foreground. He's obviously a novitiate, which is like they're almost like scouts or trainees. And then we have this chap who appears to be some sort of chaplain in Terminator armor, I think, with a strange looking Crozius that almost looks like a shovel or something. So it's an odd cover, but anyway, I'm just excited that there's a new codex supplement on the way. But what I'm really excited about is coming now. The book enhances the rules and units found in Codex Space Marines with classic Black Templars flavour, including Crusader squads, Sword Brethren, and renowned characters like High Marshal Helbrecht and Chaplain Grimaldus. 3 new detachments give you thematic armies to take to the stars, and extra oath-sworn campaign options for Crusade. Make your narrative games feel like a real Templar story. Great, sounds good. In addition to Codex Supplement Black Templars, a new character joins the fray, hoisting a richly detailed banner, the Crusade Ancient. Now, this is he, and I love this. I've seen other channels and I've read on forums that there's been a bit of criticism about this model, saying it's exactly the same pose as the Emperor's Champion. They've said they don't like the helmet. It looks like he's got cat's eyes. Firstly, I don't see any resemblance between this model and the Emperor's Champion at all. I mean, he's just stood there, and yes, he's got his right arm held up, but that's because he's holding the banner. So I love this model. Absolutely fantastic model in my view, and the banner is brilliant. I mean, it's so detailed, and this obviously is a reference to the Armageddon campaign, and Black Templars have some great books as well. One of which being Hell's Reach, which was Aaron Dembski-Bowden's book on the Black Templars holding the city of Hell's Reach on Armageddon against millions of marauding orcs that were invading the planet, and so this is a reference to that campaign, which makes sense that crusade, because this guy is the Crusade Ancient. So he's obviously a very important character, but if you don't want to refer to orcs or have any orc iconography in your army, then you don't have to, because there's another banner here that they give you. So you've got a couple of options, or maybe you include both. You have 2 Crusade Ancients in your army, and you have one of each if you like. But it's really nice that they've decided to give 2 options here for the banners. As experienced veterans, even among the chapters, I'll just get on screen here, even among the chapter's other banner bearers, Crusade Ancients have the honour of carrying the Black Templars' most sacred icons and standards into battle. Their booming rhetoric drives their fellow Templars to acts of righteous hatred, even as bombs and bullets whistle around them, inspiring allies with feats of resilience and resolve. This beautiful miniature comes with 2 adornment options for the banner: an impaled orc skull carrying the name of Armageddon, and a blank shield allowing for your own heraldry. The heroic example set by such a figure inspires fellow Black Templars to fight on to their dying breath. Yeah, there he is. And I just think it's a great model. Yes, I do see their point about the eyes being a bit weird, the lenses there, but there's plenty of other heads you could swap in, or you could even maybe make some adjustments to that as well, and remedy that with a hobby knife or something. But overall, I think it's a fantastic model. Absolutely love it, and it's got of course, the Black Templar motif of the fact that they chain their swords to their wrists, which is something that Sigismund actually got from spending some time with the World Eaters, and he brought that back to the Black Templars. But that's another really nice touch, because it's in keeping with the army. Now it says here the new Codex supplement and the Crusade Ancient will be coming out later this year, so keep an eye out. Rumours are that this will be coming out mid-August, so after the Heresy 3.0 release, after all the Space Wolves have come out in a couple of weeks' time, and a couple of other bits have dropped, then this will come, along with the Grey Knights Codex as well. And we've been waiting for quite a while for both of those books, so it would be nice for them to finally drop in mid-August. So I will absolutely, definitely be picking up this chap, at least one of them, probably 2, and I'll be picking up the Codex as well, despite the questionable artwork. But the other thing to mention is that a lot of the rumours around Black Templars are that this might not be the only release, and people are saying that other models may be coming out at the same time. If that's true, it's very strange that they weren't released with this preview article. I mean, it would seem to be the absolute ideal opportunity to preview any and all Black Templar models. So it's a bit strange, but there's rumours around a new chaplain type figure who may be in Terminator armour. I mean, I'm wondering now whether it's this chap, but he is. People are calling the Excurator or different names, but I think what they might be getting confused with or what it might actually be is an Excoriator, because that would make more sense. There's actually even an Imperial Fist successor chapter called the Excoriators, but it also makes sense if you excoriate somebody, your harsh words are tearing them down, which fits in with a chaplain, I suppose, a chaplain type character. So we'll have to see on that, and if they release any other previews, then I'll obviously make videos about them. But let's hope that's true, because the more the Black Templars there are, the merrier in my book. Keep making them at Games Workshop, and I will keep buying them. That's all I have to say about Black Templars. So let me know in the comments if you want to. Are you excited by this release? Will you be buying the Black Templars and playing them? What do you think? Do you think this is it? We just have the Crusade Ancient, or is there more to come? What are your thoughts? I'd love to know, and I'd love to hear from other Black Templars fans and players. Are you excited about the Black Templars? Because I am. I shall see you, though, very shortly in the next video. Thanks. Bye.